The walk is nice and free, and her neck's out where it belongs.
Yeah,
She doesn't look disturbed about having to work.
oh, Lori? Yeah.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm good, thanks. You look like you're ready to go duck hunting.
I know, don't I? Orange banana tea. I think that's the one.
Yeah, she's got her camo pants on.
Oh, they're fleece.
And a green jacket. She looks like she's ready to go duck hunting.
They're actually Kelly's, but they're very warm.
She might. You never know with Ginny. You never know what she's up to. But she takes good care of me, so I don't mind.
You need to be supporting our show for him, he's supporting yours. It's the same drive. Well.
To make a halt.
Riding up to Wisconsin now, I haven't heard from any Wisconsin.
Good girl, stand.
There's so crappy weather. Yeah. Literally still under snow.
Good, she can walk. That was pretty nice. The feet didn't move and the head didn't move much. You told her then she kind of went, oh yeah, I got to do that, don't I? She says, I got it. I got it.
I don't know what the answer would be unless you can move the phones for somewhere else.
Yeah, like, hello, I need my breakfast.
Rodeo over there? That's not very big.
It's not that big and it's not that.
Can you use the rodeo arena? Did you do?
Well, she's been out, I'm sure, wandering around, so she doesn't need to walk too much longer. We'll let her go trotting. I don't want to spend your whole lesson walking. So you can go ahead and trot. She doesn't need to hurry, but just get the legs moving and get the body. Come on, pretty. Ah, that's good, girl.
For the juniors.
For the juniors, but in reality, it's not.
As you come up the long side, think about straightness. There. Because I can see her thinking about the door. Come on, babe.
Yeah, or find a way to just have more.
That's a good pace to keep for the moment. I don't want her to go too forward at first, 'cause I want to get warmed up. Particularly when it's been cold. I like them to get warmed up at a very easy pace, so there's not a lot of hyperextension. That's a good girl. Just putt along. Good girl. That's it. She looks like maybe her bit's a little low in her mouth. She's really fussing at it. Yeah. And the cheek of the bit has come way forward, like it's got too much room to wiggle around. I don't know if it's on the last hole or not. No, I'm not. I mean, up where it's adjusted on the range, but where it hangs on the bridle, it looks like it's a little low for her. And when the bit is too low, it gets on the bones of their mouth and they go, eh. And we like to be driving the lips and not the bones. Well, let's let her warm up a little more. We'll see if she settles. But she is fussing at it. Tot, babe. Good girl. That was very prompt. That's good. And that warms up her joints and doesn't stretch anything too much to begin with. Try and keep a consistent contact. Yours is kind of snapping on and off, and that for her is like a bad cell phone. So you want the arm to be quietly connected. So if your hands are connected right, if you move your right hand, your left hand should feel it through her mouth. There you go. That's steadier. Good girl. Good girl. She said, I have energy, I'll go. And if I'd like it if her head could look, it's a little bit, her head is tipped instead of straight, tipped this way toward the left. So a little bit easy on your left rein, because that's making her tip. And I think we all have this common problem as drivers. Your right hand is sort of stabilized by the whip, and so it makes kind of a numb hand out of it. And the left hand tends to be more active because there's nothing in its way, and then they tip their heads left. That's a good girl. Let's change direction. Can you feel her chewing at you? Yeah. Yeah, I can look at it and see what she's up to, because when she first moved off, I thought it looked a little loose, and I thought maybe she just hasn't gotten going. Oh, princess. There's another hole. Because it's not when she stands relaxed, it's not even touching her lip. And it should make a wrinkle. The wrinkles are lovely, they're right when they're blonde. But the bit is way long. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, I got such clutches with heavy gloves on. Let me get rid of these things before I do the other side. Yeah, you good girl. They don't like the bit dangling down out of the lips because it gets onto the, come here, honey. Gets onto the bars of their jaws, and that makes them uncomfortable. Hey, 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 you're fine. Good girl. No. I'm trying to help. She's really succeeding and aggravating me. There you go.
It's over her ear on the top, right?
What?
Yeah. It's okay on top too.
Yeah, that's right where it belongs. Her ears are frozen. I mean, she was cold last night. And they're icy. Yeah. Icy cold. But they were cold and wet all day yesterday. That should work better. This end is short as goes, but I think that'll work better with the top. That's why it takes a while to warm up on a day like today, because they've been cold. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Not bad for my age and condition.
I should go get my blankie.
What's that?
I should go get my blankie.
Oh, I'd be lost without this thing. This is a
Yeah.
double thick
I'll walk out there and
1995
get it.
state championship blanket. It is wonderful. That might make her steadier in your hand. I don't know. It may take her a minute to adjust to it too. Ah, that's a good girl. There we go. Yeah, really the only way you can tell if a horse is cold is feel the end of their ears. 'Cause the horse can be standing there shivering. If you put your hand under the blanket, it's going to feel warm. But the ears are the way you find temperature. And I just grabbed her ear to make sure the bridle was good. It's cold, cold, cold. Yeah, you can begin to let her go a little more forward now. That's it, right there. Good job. And I think you're getting a more steady connection from. Oh, that's your own shadow, honey. Oh, is it? I thought it was a shadow on the wall. She went, whoa. What's that, princess? Good girl. So I shouldn't see your arms move around a whole lot. I see them kind of opening, closing, opening, closing. You want to keep them kind of, at the trot, the horse's head doesn't move a whole lot, and so you want to be steady and be with her. That's better. Good girl. Then she can be steady with you if you're steady with her. Good job. She can go a little more forward. Yeah, it hasn't moved. If you scuff dirt over it, you'll be fine. I don't even know where it came from. Oh yeah, that and the other thing that's always lurking around is peppermint wrappers. Every barn has peppermint wrappers. A little more forward. She can start to work now, not just wander. There, good job. Sometimes she says, well, maybe that's as fast as I want to go. There you go. She was a little bit gory when she started. Now she's like, okay, and that looks good in your hand now. I don't see you squirming all over the place. Because if the rider moves a lot, the horse can't get into the bit. Good girl. Trot, 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 trot. That's it. And now the mouth's staying shut. The lip moves, but we know about the lip. But the mouth is staying happily shut. Trot, trot. So let's make a turn and come up the center line. Pretty good shape turn, but she lost forward. You can if you want to. If you want to stop, it's all right with me. Good girl. Whoa. Good. Oh, flip, flap, flap, flap. We can go left, but come straight first. And then position and go left. I was just changing direction. And keep her money to look straight ahead. That's a good girl. There she looks warmed up and happy. And then each time you come out of the corner, you need to think about a straight line. As far down as you can. Careful. And then quietly turn. Good girl. The lower you can use your whip, the better it works, because it goes where a leg goes, and that's where they respond. Good girl. And we're looking for the trot to be consistent, deadly consistent. Good girl. So you have to be the conductor of the orchestra. You have to sense whether it's really going or not. There you go. Good. And sometimes you have to do more than talk. Sometimes you have to act. And I don't mind that you talk to her, but I want to see a response. Come on, doll. That's a good girl. She can hear me. Good girlie. That's nice. Come on, trot, trot. And make sure, yes, good to have your outside rein there, but lighten it a little bit in the corner, and then take it back for straight. Yeah, because if you hold too firmly on the outside in the corner, it makes her look out. So set up your corner now, allow a little bit, now take her back for straight. That was much better, and it didn't slow, come on, doll. It didn't slow her down. Let her come around, and now take your outside rein back for straight. Good. Much better, come on. She says, wait, we just got to stop moving, and now you're making a move. You'll live with it, pony. You'll live with it, pony. So when you get over to E, which is the middle of the mirror, let's have a circle. Regular full arena circle. As though you were doing a test. And you notice every time you turn, she kind of loses forward. She's like, what, you mean that? So just remind her to keep going. Trot, trot, come on. Trot, trot, come on, doll. Trot, trot. You don't change just because Anita's turning you. That's better. That's better. I imagine you don't get to drive much, so you get a little rusty. Circle again. Yeah. It's an eye-hand thing. You don't ever forget it, but it takes a while to get it back. That's good. That's good. And a really steady half circle, that was. Keep going. Come on, you little monkey face. Trot, trot. We'll do one more circle. Many, many experts say things do better learned in threes, and I think they're probably right. Good. She's got a little bit of bend, and she's forward, and your rein connection's good, and it looks nice. And she's not yapping with her mouth anymore. I think she prefers a bit up there. After this, yeah, she was really whining. So after that, you can probably have cleaned it once if it got in an odd spot. It goes on number 5. And go straight. And I always count the holes from the point, from the end of the strap. Because up at the other end, I might have made more holes or cockeyed. Trot, trot. It changed across the diagonal again. Finish your corner and then go. You kind of left before you got to the letter. You didn't really finish the corner. Keep going. Keep going. It's all little details that show me her obedience and the quality of your driving. Come on, babe. Trot, trot. She said, well, I'm ready to quit. You haven't been going that long yet, kiddo. Chop, chop, chop. Think about going all the way to the end. And then, so you got to get past the corner letter before you let her turn, too. She a little bit tells you where we're going. Come on, trot, trot. A little bit, that was very nice. A little more forward. Trot, trot. I'm trying to make it look like a good dressage test. There we go. And she has a nice swing in her hind legs. I know you've done well on dressage tests because she has good gears. Good. So when we get to the other side, the E in the middle of the mirror again, we'll go, that's better. She went where you pointed her, and you remembered to point her. So we'll get to E and we'll circle. Keep going, keep going. Maybe you have to lighten your hand a little, maybe she needs to be told to go, I don't know which. You have to figure it out. You think she knows what it means when you say circle? Well, you're lucky. Well, I know that. I think they all learn that. Keep going, keep going. We're going to do 3 circles again. She's whining a little bit about one of your hands. I'm not sure which one it is, but just kind of soften up and see if it helps. That's good. There we go. She's pretty good about telling me what she thinks. And I don't mind because I think she's telling me the truth. Good girl. Keep your circle open. You can ask with the rein without staying on it all the time. And then let's go finish the circle. One more. Good girl. Trot, trot. A little more energy. She's a little going around. So she can go straight from B. Trot, trot. Come on, careful with your outside rein. It's being a little strong. And she's whining at it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yep, she is. Well, she may need her teeth done. Who knows? Oh, and then she probably doesn't have a problem there. And she can walk a sec. If you can do that more with one hand, we don't really want to pull her into walk, we want to signal her into walk. And if you can kind of keep one hand and then signal with the other, you won't get the We'll let her walk a second and we'll work on that transition. Because I know people think you pull to stop, but you really just want to, that's where the cowboys have a better idea. You really want to just signal for the stop. And if you pull, they stiffen and resist because they're like, hey, that hurts. You warm enough? Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. You don't have on very heavy gloves. Yep. Oh, that'll do it. Oh yeah, I know about them. That'll work. Yeah, I drive in mittens made of this fabric with back on track gloves, and I can't get cold. I've never found weather that can make my hands cold with that. These things are called called heat track. Yeah, they come from Ace Hardware, and I have mittens made of this fabric, and then I put back on track gloves, and I have never found a way to get cold. People will be taking a lesson. They say, "Oh, my hands are so cold, I gotta quit." I say, "Here, you take mine." And they go, "Wow, it's hot in here." Yeah. Yeah, Ace, they're called heat track, and they have a caiman, which is a South American alligator on them. And these gloves I just happen to have with me because I turned Paul and Sally onto them years ago, and I put back on track gloves. Back on Track is a Swedish company that makes ceramic filled fiber, reflects your own heat. It works way better than that. No, it's not. It's a black, a nice jersey fabric that has ceramic fiber in it. They make long johns and tops and wrist braces and gloves and scarves, and I'm sitting on one of their mats right now. You can feel the heat. But I can't, and I don't mind driving in mittens, and I don't get cold in those things. She said, "Oh, Hoodie's here, can I stop?" No, you have to do a couple walk transitions before you can stop.
She's like, sure.
Yeah, well, you are pretty close. You are pretty close. Let's trot a bit and do a couple walk transitions before we quit. Hi, buddy, how are you today?
Full of himself.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I am very
He's
much full of
shaking.
myself. Huh?
He's shaking.
Oh,
Did you touch his ears?
no, he's just so fine skinned.
Is he silly? Or his ears cold?
He's cold.
I think he's cold. But Bambi's cold. With that beautiful coat on, she's cold. A little more forward trot. Come on, babe. I know, her timer went off. There you go. Good girl. So don't tell me what a half hour is. That's a good girl. There she goes along happy. Make sure you're steering. I think she made that corner. Let's make a walk. So take both and one hand. Oh, much better. I didn't see her go with her head. And trot, trot. Good girl. But she does a nice job moving. I don't want her resisting with her head. Come on, pretty. Trot, trot. That's a good girl. Trot, trot. And walking. Oh, good girl. Could be a little more prompt, but nice, not resistance. Let's make a half circle and change direction. Just turn around, walking, and turn. Yep, we were walking. Turn around, little half circle. You don't have to go all the way around. Right? That's good. I like to work on turning a little bit while we're at it. Walking, honey. And that's why I want to turn it to walk, because she wants to jog. Careful. And she made TROT.
When you think about bringing either one of them here,
Good girl. I think you got her awake now.
but last night I went out at like 12:30.
I know, it's just tough. It's real tough. The other victim's here.
Went out
And
They
walking.
weren't shivering, but they
Tweak
were
one
cool
rein.
under their blankets.
Ah, we can quit with that one. That was very nice. Feel how soft it, walk you. You feel how soft it was? You made a little move and she said, I did. Alrighty, she can walk and cool out. Donna, do you want me to grab him while you drag rails around?
Yeah, of course, sure, I can shield him.
Or you can take him with you, either one.
Yeah,
He might go with you and stay warm. Watch he doesn't step in his lunch line, because he's planning to.
He'll figure it out.
I'm glad he's got his
He's
blanket.
rocked himself up more than once.
Yeah, he's good at that.
I can help her if she tells me where to put him.
We just like put one rail at B and then make a wheel out around it. So, babe, I want to see if her ears are still cold so I can have you feel it.
Oh, yeah. We'll probably do, what do we want, 6 of them?
Hi, cuteness.
Would you mind standing there while I get out, too? Okay.
You're still on.
We're just going a wheel.
His nose is cold too.
That way you
No,
can.
I want him on the rail, on the edge.
Oh, you want to do it off the edge?
Yeah, on the edge, like the middle one at B, and then two, put him on the B side, because B is there. And then one fan out, two fan out each way. Hey, big puff, that's it. Just put one perpendicular to B, and then two fanning around it. Two on each
We'll go
side.
over to B. Okay. Do you want 3 in a fan each one?
Put a straight ahead, a perpendicular to wall at B, and then two on each side of it, to make 5 on a wheel. Hey, I know, you've had a bad morning. That's a good girl.
We're almost done. Just
Not
hold
quick
tight.
enough, she said.
I'm thinking.
That way, if you have one perpendicular, you can fan the others out around it.
A wall will make it much easier.
You're gonna live through it.
It's been much worse than this, Bambi.
Yeah, yeah.
Put your other trace off.
Hey, look, leave it within that. Feel that.
That was busted. Oh, yeah, okay. We're done. I think we're finished.
It's cold, isn't it? Yeah. If the ear's cold, the whole body's cold.
Oh, man.
Good girl. So they're cold and wet all day yesterday. So what'd you bring me? Where's my treat?
No, and I thought I had another bag and I'd have no more treats left.
Oh.
The one bag I had, the mice were in it.
Rebel.
Yeah, and I should have brought it. But, I know, what are we gonna do? No treats, you're just gonna go and get your hay and life will be wonderful.
So she already had her green?
She had her green.
Oh, so just the hay.
Yep.
There you go. Look at you at it.
Oh, let me take this off for you.
Hey, babe.
One moment, please, Bambi.
She said, I thought we were